All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our end of day um, watch list report. And I just realized that we have an issue. So bear with me for a moment. It looks like none of my data refreshed. Normally, that is not an issue, but for some odd reason, I cannot. Interesting. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, maybe that was a false alarm. Okay. Very interesting. Um, Hold up. Just checking a few things here. Huh. Okay. Give me one more second. All right, I think we're good to go now. We're good to go. All right, so hopefully you had a pretty good day, and we're going to go ahead and knock this out. I'm not going to hold you too long, as I try not to do that. All right, hey, what up, man? What up? What up, brothers in the house? Brothers in the house. All right, so as you know, this is a holiday week. So it was a pretty quiet, boring Monday for the most part. Not a whole lot going on. I think the fireworks will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe into Thursday with people cutting out early for the ahead of the holiday. I think people are going to try to make a 4-day holiday weekend instead of a 3-day because the markets are closed on Friday, so most people are probably going to head out Thursday or take off Thursday, make it a 4-day weekend. So I expect tomorrow and Wednesday will be the bulk of any movement we get. So as you notice, coming into today here on Theta, you had that bullish trend momentum reading. So Theta has, relocked in on the bull market perspective, and then you're getting the back-to-back rally alerts now to go along with that. So what you're going to be primarily looking for, if we're going to make a run back up towards the 52-week highs, is good solid close here. Um, Ideally, close above 350 would be ideal. So we'll see what happens. But this is still good. You got a locked in bullish trend momentum reading. So we expect the price action to continue on an upward trajectory. Now, if XRP Ripple, you're getting kind of the same thing going on here. So you got some upside production today, the bullish trend momentum as well. All this is transpiring above the Kumo cloud. You're in a locked in bull market again. Market is trying to set itself up to start trending higher again. And as far as your ZEC Zcash, unfortunately, it's still in that bear market perspective, but you got the bullish trend momentum reading, right? So you're not in a locked in bear market right now. You're in a bear market rally. And this one is going to try to come back up here and make a run toward the old highs up here at 35.47. So right now, $35 is back in play as far as your initial upside target right now on your ZEC or Zcash. So we're looking for longs there as well. All right, so as far as gold and silver, they were both pretty quiet today. As you can see, the consolidation around contract rollover, as that is the front month is expiry is coming toward us. You've seen the market do nothing but just go in a straight line, nothing, just going across. But this negative bot check is still rather concerning, along with the bearish trend momentum reading. It makes it a lot less likely that the market breaks higher. This is making it so that the market is bound to break lower and go much lower, breaking below the psychological 2100 and the psychological 2000. All right, if neither one of these key support areas hold and your gold, then it's going to make a run way back down here toward the 1822 support. All right, so that is very concerning. If this market is going to start trending again, the bull market needs to relock in sooner rather than later. Now, on silver, on the flipping it over on the other side here, silver also has a bearish trend momentum reading. It had a crash alert back here, and it gave you a little bit of downside production already. So the next stop is 2414. All right, because that's where the top of the Kumo cloud support is. But it's a weak support. It's not a very strong support. Not like here. Right here is a much stronger support. All right, that is your real issue you're looking at. This is 2343. All right, so that is the real downside target. This is just the first objective, 2414. But the real objective is back down here at your 2376. I'm sorry, 2343. Below that is the bottom of the Kumo cloud, 2276. So we're looking really nasty with downside potential right now in your silver. With this bearish trend momentum reading extending and prices continuing to push and edge themselves lower, it's not really looking good right now for silver. Silver's looking like it could put in a whopper of a sell-off. And you need to know that moving forward. Okay, you cannot discount that at all. Now, flipping over to the currencies here, you see that the euro here gave you a crash alert coming into today, and you did get a little bit of downside production. This bearish trend momentum reading isn't going anywhere. It's further extending out. You had the negative bot check back here, and you are starting to get that down leg, gradual down leg. And right now the market's threatening to drop below the bottom of the Kumo cloud support here, which is at issue. All right, that is an issue. You normally don't want to see that, but the 108.23 is in jeopardy because then it goes into free fall. All right, so as the dollar stays above 104, it's going to add even more pressure on this euro, and you already got this crash alert. So this market, technically speaking, is already negatively pulse waving. The euro is negatively pulse waving, and is destined to crack lower. So when you compare it to the pound sterling, you'll notice that you have the bearish trend momentum reading here, and you already have fallen below the Kumo cloud. So technically speaking, the pound sterling has already moved into position for free fall status back below psychological 125 support south of the Kumo cloud, which is an issue right now. This is a big deal. All right, this is a big deal. I've been saying this for a long time. Your Aussie is not getting any help from gold right now. Zero help. You're still in a locked in bullish trend momentum reading, bear market rally condition, but you're not technically in a bear market rally because you're not north of the Kumo cloud. You're still south of the cloud. Now, what's been really keeping it together is these back-to-back positive bot checks showing that the market is basing out from an oversold condition, but it's not rallying. That's the real issue. It can't get back above this Kumo cloud resistance. This 67 handle is proven to be a monster for the Aussie to stay above. Every time it gets above it, like back here, it can't hold it. It falls right back down below it. So 67 is the Achilles heel right now in your Aussie dollar. And the market's going to really need to do something in order to get above this. Because if not, all you're going to do is relock in on the downside. And this thing could head into the 50s, man. So this is looking concerning right now. The longer you stay in that condition in your Aussie, the more, it looks dire. Now, looking at the tech sector, NVIDIA is really helping the markets to stay afloat here. Had a crash alert coming into today. and you're already starting to move into position for downside production. This is just a pullback, like I stated to you earlier. It's not a corrective state yet. You got into corrective state here and here and here and here, but not any big follow through each time. It's just used as a springboard support to rally from. As you see, rally, 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 and now crash setup. So, yeah, could we finally see that correction, a real one? Back down here to top of the Kumo cloud support, because each time it gets, like it wants to, and then it just stops short. So it looks like we're just marching, up to the clouds here. So we'll see. We'll see if there's any downside confirmation or will the market relock in and continue trending. That is the big, big, big question. And if you look here at the Russell, my hustle has already been quite weak and moving around here. So that's the issue right now. What's going to really happen as we move forward? And the Russell seems to be leading the market with the weakness right now. So we're going to have to continue to look and see what's what. Hold on one second here. All right. So where was I? All right. So the Russell already gave you the actual full-blown corrective mode before basing out here. And then you got the technical bounce back up. But like I told you, you're still in the sell the rally mode. So this is just a wider extended range consolidation pattern now playing out in your Russell. It's not that the Russell has become more aggressive to the downside. It's just expanding its trading range. All right. So this one is a little bit more dangerous because it's catastrophic. It's chaotic. It doesn't know what it wants to do, but it is under pressure nonetheless. One thing about really overdone, trends, overpowered trends is that they can stay that way for a very long time. So even with all this volatility and range bound expanding and extension, the market can relock in at any moment. Bull markets, bear markets, doesn't matter. The long-term trend can relock in at any moment, even under the gravest of corrections. And we've seen that time and time again. Look back here, incredible sell-off. And then all it took was one rally alert and the market just relocked in like all of this didn't even happen. It erased it all like it didn't even happen. And then here we are. So we trade what we see, not what we think. So yeah, you went into corrective mode. Now you're technically out of corrective mode. You're just in sell the rally mode, not within a correction. So yeah, a lot of weirdness going on this week, and the holiday trading week is not helping the matter to make it any clearer per se. Then if you flip over here to the S&P 500, you got that crash alert coming into today. Again, little slithers of downside production, letting you know that the pullback is definitely in play. but nothing really concrete yet with these extremely tight trading ranges. Not a lot of intraday volatility for Monday. You would think you get a little bit more action than that, but the price action is muted. Same thing here with your Dow Jones. Not a lot to write home about. Very quiet day. Just not a lot of conviction. No downside production, and the market's just hanging out. And then that brings us to the big one, the Bitcoin. Monster rally in your Bitcoin, but not enough to take it out of corrective mode. But it is enough with that bullish trend momentum reading to say you are still in a locked in bull market. So what after you got this rally alert, like I was telling people, it didn't mean that because of how it was moving that you should be, shorting the market. You would have got stopped out of longs at the beginning of the correction, but you're not short this market. If anything, you were waiting for this rally alert that you got in order to get back long again. So this one is still bullish. Yes, it stopped short of getting itself officially out of correction, but it's done that before. So that's not necessarily a bad thing because it did it back here. You took that corrective pullback, then you said, forget it, I'm breaking out. New 52-week highs, then you corrected sharply here and scared people to death, then said, okay, I changed my mind, rally alert, and now here you are back higher again. So you still overcame that. See what I'm saying? Bitcoin can be volatile like that. So it's still in a locked-in bull market on Bitcoin. There's nothing bearish to talk about on that Bitcoin. As far as Ethereum, same thing. Bullish trend momentum reading. You're in a locked-in bull market. You're north of the Kumo cloud. Yeah, you hit some resistance because of the corrective situation, but there is nothing. There's nothing bearish here at all. You got a bearish trend momentum reading, and you have all systems go. The market had, it looks like it has survived the correction. You had a nice little correction. Now the market's ready to rally, which is what you would expect after a correction. All right, so that's what it is, folks. As you know, we do this every evening. Now we break off into our private section for our pulse waivers. If you want to be a part of that, you can go over to pulsewavetrading.com. You can also participate in the live chat during these times. You can ask questions, all that good stuff. And we break off and go over the pulse wave reports, the attack reports. They are out. Dex's Watchlist is the one that we use for these videos. That one is up on your dashboard right now over at pulsewavetrading.com. Those are the particular securities that I am operating in at this time or looking to place orders in. And based on today's muted price activity, you'll notice that not a whole lot has changed on the report. Some of the numbers have adjusted, but for the most part, not a lot of adjustment. You'll notice that on Dex's watch list when you look at it. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm still patiently waiting to see if we can get some action going here. We can get some fills. All right, so you know what it is. The system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and picks get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And on that note, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out and much love to you, little bro. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm out.